Hey guys, my name is Em and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be a 24-hour readathon vlog and I'm so excited. I feel like these are your favorite videos to watch and they're definitely one of my favorites to film, and they're so fun, and I've not actually done one in a while, so I'm really excited to get into this. I will be doing this one with my best friend Lucy from Library of Lucy. I will tag her down in the description box. It's currently 7:48 in the evening. We're gonna start this readathon at 8 p.m, so we just have over 10 minutes to get started, and if doing a 24-hour readathon wasn't enough of a challenge, I have decided to make things even harder for myself by attempting to read an entire series in 24 hours, and that series is The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm sure you all know this series. It has been around for a very long time. It was very popular on BookTube, like I think like 2018, 2019, it was very popular. This series consists of 4 books. So we have The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, and then Blue Lily Lily Blue and The Raven King. I don't currently have the 3rd and 4th book just yet. I think I'm going to order them this evening because obviously if I'm doing a readathon, I need all the books in the series. I'm excited to attempt this. I've never read an entire series in one day before, so that's going to be very much so a challenge. Also, there will be absolutely no spoilers in this vlog, so do not worry. I will be, of course, talking about like my thoughts and feelings as I do in every vlog, but I will not be giving any spoilers, so you can watch away if you've not read these books or have no intention of reading these books. Yeah, I feel like a 4-book series is very ambitious in 24 hours, so I will be using the timer method throughout this readathon. I will be trying to keep it obviously as close to 24 hours as I can, but I will be taking breaks to sleep and like just take like a little brain break. The good thing is we do have pretty good weather at the minute, so I will hopefully be able to read outside a lot, which always just makes me way more motivated, and I'm really excited to get into this challenge. So yeah, that is kind of it for this intro. I'm very excited to see how this readathon turns out. Honestly, if I don't manage to complete all 4, I will be happy with whatever progress I've made. But yeah, that is it for this intro, guys. Welcome to the vlog. I really hope you enjoy. I'm going to go get comfy on my couch and we're going to start with The Raven Boys, and I'll come back to you in about 5 minutes when the readathon begins. Hi besties. Okay, so before we get any further into the reading vlog, I have 2 pieces of clothing that I want to show you that were very kindly sent to me by Simple Retro. If you've been on my channel for quite some time, you'll actually have already seen a collab that I did with Simple Retro back in like 2022, I think it was, and I literally love them so much. I'm obsessed with the brand. I wear those clothes that they sent me all the time, like literally all the time. You will always see them on me in videos and stuff, and so when they reached out to me asking if I wanted to try a few items from their new spring summer collection, I was so excited and so happy to do so. I've got 2 items here from Simple Retro. This isn't sponsored, they did send them to me, and there are 2 dresses, and I'm so excited because I'm such a dress girly. Like I love wearing dresses, especially in spring summer. Like it's just, I'm always in a dress. So yeah, I'm gonna open them up right now and show you and try them on, and I will also leave the link to where you can buy these down in the description box. So yeah, let's just open them up. I'm so excited. Okay, so here is the first dress. It is this absolutely stunning red midi dress. It's honestly just so classy, so perfect. I'm like gonna try like back up so you can see properly, but my room is quite small, but it is just like the perfect midi dress. It's the perfect length. It's such a nice fit, like it's such a flattering fit, and also I feel like you could dress this up or down. You could 100% like wear this to like a wedding or something with like heels and like really dress it up, but you could also just wear it with like a pair of Converse and just have it like as like a summer dress, which I feel like I'm probably gonna do because I don't have any weddings coming up. But I just love this so much, and the fabric is so luxurious. Like I can't even explain. Like this is just stunning. Like I know I'm just gonna wear this dress so much over the summer, and I just love it so much. Oh my god. Okay, let's do the next one now. Okay, here is the second dress, and oh my god, I love it so much. I always forget how much I love wearing blue until I actually put blue on, and then I'm like, I should literally wear this color all the time because I literally love it. But look at this. Oh my god, like it's so princessy. It's so perfect. The best part, are you ready? Look at this. What more could a girl want? I'm gonna live in this dress, I just know it. It's the perfect like summer frolicking dress. Like I just love it, and it's again, it's like a perfect like midi length. I feel like midi dresses are just so in. Like I just love a good midi dress, and yes, yeah, there we go. Thank you so much Simple Retro for sending me these clothes. I literally love them so much. I will leave the link to these exact dresses and also just their website down in the description box, so feel free to check them out. And yeah, thanks again to Simple Retro. Okay, so it is now 10 minutes past 8. I have just read the first chapter of The Raven Boys and I'm obsessed. Like I literally love it so much. Obviously I know I've read this book before, but it was literally I think 2018 or 2019, so I do not remember in the slightest, but I'm absolutely loving it so much. I am so hooked from the very beginning. And the good thing is, like, I do not remember what happened. I do obviously remember the main characters, like I remember Blue and I remember Gansey, but I don't remember where the book goes or what happens or anything like that, which is so good, because as you guys probably know, I am not a rereader. I don't typically tend to reread books for two reasons. One is that, like, I have too many books on my TBR and too many like new books to read that I don't want to like waste my time reading books that I've already read. It makes sense, like I don't have like that much time to read. I don't read that many books in a month, and I want to like read new ones that I've never experienced before rather than reliving the ones that I've already read. But the second reason that I don't reread books is because I hate knowing what's coming up next. Like I hate like knowing what's gonna happen and how it's gonna end. Like if I knew how this book was gonna end before I started it, I wouldn't want to read it because I just don't enjoy that. But I do not remember a thing about this book. Like I genuinely do not, and I am loving it so far. Okay, I'm about to make a comparison that arguably makes no sense, but it kind of makes sense if you get me. Basically that comparison is that the Sargent household is giving like Derry Girls in a weird way. I feel like that makes no sense but also does, because like we have, first of all, like many family members living in the same house like we do with like Erin's family, and because like Orla in particular in Derry Girls is so like just away with the fairies, like is kind of giving like Neve, and there's also an Orla in this, so I think it's just giving Derry Girls to me. And like Blue seems to be a bit like Erin, who's kind of like not like the more serious one, but like she's kind of like annoyed and frustrated by her like absolutely bonkers family, but also like she loves them so much. I don't know if anybody else has ever made that comparison. They've probably not, but that just came into my head as I was reading about like their like mornings and like making breakfast and stuff, and it was giving Derry Girls a little bit. But yeah, I am literally not that far in. I'm literally on page 32 and I've made a cup of tea. I don't know how much I'm going to get read tonight. I'm going to be so serious, but I am gonna hopefully get up quite early. I'm thinking like 6 a.m. We'll see, I'm not sure. Good morning besties. Okay, it is now the next morning and I did not read pretty much anything last night. Like I literally fell asleep so quick, and I had all the intentions of like waking up at 6. Like I even set my alarm for 6. Do you think I woke up at 6? No, I continually snooze my alarm until like 8:30. It is now 9:20 in the morning and I'm about to get back into reading, get back into this readathon. My goal for the day is to finish this book completely and then maybe start into the second book. I think that would be ideal. I'm gonna write like a little to-do list because there are a few other things that I do need to do. Like I need to unpack from the weekend, I need to edit a video, I need to tidy my room a little bit, and I also kind of want to go on a run because I want to get into running this summer and it's quite a nice day today. So what better day to start than right now? So that is my plan. Okay, so hour 1 update. We're just under the 1 hour mark and I've just read to page 99 of The Raven Boy. So I've read the first 100 pages. Honestly, I'm absolutely flying through this book. Like it's a very, very quick book. The fact that I've read like 100 pages in an hour is kind of crazy. If I read 100 pages an hour, I could literally finish this book in 3 hours. That doesn't sound real, but maybe it is, I don't know. But yeah, so right now I am going to go for a little walk / jog. We'll see how it goes, and then I'm gonna pick up some food on my way home, have some lunch, and then just get back into reading for the day. That's the plan, that's the goal, that's what we're gonna do. I'll definitely be able to finish this book today and potentially the second one as well. So we have 17 hours 25 minutes left on our timer. I feel like this book is taking me a little bit longer than I wanted to get through, and I don't know why it's taking me kind of so long, but it is taking me a while. And also like this is a long book. I'm now on page 258, so the end is in sight. Like I'm well past the halfway mark, and you know when you're like reading a book and like the bit that you have left just feels so much smaller than the bit you've read, and that's when you like get like this like super motivation to read because you know you can easily finish this book. That's where I'm at right now because I know that I can finish this book fairly quickly. I have also been reading outside this morning, which is so nice. It is so nice to have the summer back. I'm just like looking at the weather forecast for like the next like week, and it's so nice, it's so beautiful. The sun just makes me so happy. Like when I'm able to like sit in my egg chair and read my book and just like feel like warm or sit in my back garden. Like it is just the best vibe. Like I love reading outside and I love summer. But yeah, I am going to continue reading The Raven Boys outside on my egg chair. As I said, I'm on page 258 right now. I'm going to try get to page 300, which shouldn't take me too long, and then I'm going to take a quick little break to finish editing my video that has to go up tomorrow, because I do still need to like edit, upload and do a thumbnail for that. And then I also kind of need to edit Sunday's video, or like start editing Sunday's video, because it's probably one of my longest vlogs to date and I really need to get started on editing that because I won't have that much time towards the end of the week. So yeah, that is my plan, and then I will go back and finish this book. And as soon as I finish this book, I'm going to move on to the second book. I'm very excited. Also, I did just get an Amazon package and I am going to open it with you. This is relevant to this vlog, so let's open it up. And that book is Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater, which is the third book in the Raven cycle. As I think I said at the beginning of this vlog, I bought the first two books when I was book shopping up in Dublin with Lucy, and I didn't buy the last two because they were very expensive and I wasn't like sure when I'd do this readathon, and if I wasn't going to do it for a while then there was no point buying it now. But then I decided to do it like literally this weekend, so yeah, I did order the third. I tried to order the fourth and it said it was going to dispatch in like 3 months, so I was like, well obviously that's not great, so I'm not going to do that. So I will need to source a copy of the fourth one before I get around to that. But judging on the fact that it has taken me a long time to read this one, I think I have a bit of time. Okay, so I've just finished The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater and I loved this book so freaking much. Like it was so good. I remembered absolutely nothing from this book. Like usually with rereads, even if you don't remember like how it ends when you start the book, you do kind of start to like remember things as you go and like things start to like come back to you. That did not happen to me with this book. Like I literally remembered nothing, which was so refreshing because it was literally like reading it for the first time, which is perfect because as I said, I do not like rereads. I think I'm gonna rate this one a 4.5. It could very well be a 5-star, but I kind of want to save a 5-star for if any of the future books in the series are better. I may change the rating depending on how I feel about the next 3 books, because if I love one more than I loved this one, then it's going to be a 5-star. So I'm going to give this a 4.5. Also, I feel like this was slightly long, like for the amount that happens in this book, which is not a huge amount. I don't think it needed to be like 420 pages. Personally, I think like 350 would have been like perfect. I absolutely love like the found family element in this and like the friendship group that they have, and how Blue kind of just like joined in on their group and like is now like just a huge part of their group. I really loved that. 300 Foxway sounds like such a like lovely, chaotic, crazy place to live, but I love it for them. And yeah, I just absolutely love this book, and the ending was really interesting. I have 15 hours and 9 minutes left on the timer. Honestly, it took me a lot longer than I realized to read the first one. I don't know, I just kind of like, as I said, like it was quite long and it is like quite like a, I don't want to say it's like character driven because there is like a plot going on as well, but like the plot's not like very prominent. Like the plot is kind of there and it is happening, but like it is mostly to do with the characters. But yeah, I am gonna honestly just head straight into the Dream Thieves. I'm very excited. I know absolutely nothing about this book. Like even though I didn't remember a lot about the Raven Boys, I had read it before, but this one I have no idea what's gonna happen. I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm very interested. I'm also like very interested to see where certain like relationships and kind of what romance is going to be in this series, because I don't really know, but I feel like the one that was kind of like being set up in the first book is not going to be the one throughout the series, or the one that's like endgame. Like I can't see that being a thing. I've seen like certain like fandom things about 2 characters that at the minute there's no like evidence of them being a couple, but obviously I've only read the first book. But yeah, so I'm really excited to continue with this one. This one is fairly long as well, actually. This one's actually longer. It's like 450 pages almost, so that's kind of intimidating. But I'm just going to try and read as much of this as I can this evening. But yeah, we've got 15 hours left in the readathon. I really need to pick up the pace if I want to read all 4 in 24 hours. Hi besties. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I spoke to you last, but I've not read anything over the past couple of days because I've been working and I find it so difficult to read on the days that I work. I don't know why, but as this is a timer method readathon, that's okay. So I am going to continue with the Dream Thieves today. I don't know when I last updated you, but I'm on page 59. Hoping to finish this today, honestly. I don't know if I can because it is already evening time, but hopefully I can finish it today because I was in town today actually. I met up with my friend for lunch and it was so nice to see him because I've not seen him since last year. I don't know if you guys watched my Love on Tour vlog from Slane Castle last year, but basically I went to Love on Tour in Slane Castle last year and I met Andre. He was on his own at the concert and he like came over to me and he's like, hey, like you look really sweet, you look really nice, can I like join your like group for the concert? And I was like, absolutely. And we just kind of became like really good friends after that and it was so wholesome. But we finally managed to meet up and it was so hot today, besties. Like it was so warm. We went for lunch, we went for a walk in the park, just chatted for a few hours, and then we got an ice cream and I dropped him back to his bus. And then once I left him, I still had like half an hour before my lift home, so I got an iced coffee and I went to a bookshop and I did actually manage to buy The Raven King, which is the fourth and final book in this series. I'm not going to grab it, it's in the other room, but just trust, I did buy it because obviously I want to finish this readathon this weekend and I'm going to sit outside for a while and read some of this. Also yesterday it was so fun because after work I went on a walk with my best friend and it's so funny because me and my best friend, like we always are like, oh we'll just go for like a short walk. We met up at 8 p.m. and she went home at like 12:30 at night. Like there is no such thing as like a short meetup between us because we just like get carried away and we just never shut up, and we hadn't seen each other in like a month as well, so it was so nice to see her. And she'll be finishing up college soon for the summer, which is amazing because I miss her living close to me and we can like go for walks in the evenings and see each other and go for lunch and stuff because I miss my Pookie. I was literally just thinking about this the other day, how grateful I am for all of my friends and how much I love all of my friends. And like I just feel so lucky and blessed to have such amazing people in my life. And even my mom has said this to me, she's like, Emma, like you have the sweetest friends. And like I've never been someone who's had like a huge group of friends. Like I've always had like a few really good friends, and as I've gotten older, like I've collected more people and they're all just amazing and I love them so much. And like my booktube girls who I met randomly through like Instagram and YouTube are now like such a huge part of my life and I literally cannot imagine life without them, and it's just amazing for that. Like I literally can't believe that. It's kind of crazy, and I didn't mean to get sentimental in a Raven Cycle readathon, but sometimes these things have to be said. And if any of my besties are watching this, I love you guys. But yeah, so me and my best friend yesterday went on a walk and we ended up going on like such a long walk, and then we got an ice cream and like ate it by the river, and then we went and sat in the park for a while. We just like sat on the swings just chatting and catching up, and then we went back to my house and we were kind of like, you know what, like we're kind of hungry, and my mom was finishing up work soon, so I literally texted her and I was like, Mommy, do you want to bring home a McDonald's for us? And the absolute queen that my mother is, she did bring us home a McDonald's at like midnight, and it was great. It was like a little midnight feast. It was so amazing. And honestly, like those are the memories that you like look back on, and it was such a fun evening. And sometimes like the unplanned evenings are the most fun. Reading update time, and I've actually read a lot since I've last spoken to you. Also, you can see Misty behind me. Me and Misty are literally having such a cozy reading day. Like literally I have not left my room today and it's been so fun. But yeah, I actually have read a lot. Today I started on page 88 and I'm now on page 300, so I've read a lot today. I have like 120 pages left, I think, which I should be able to finish this evening. I've kind of given up on the timer, honestly. I don't really care anymore about the timer, and I mean this vlog has been going on so long anyways. It's definitely not a 24-hour readathon anymore, but I'm having a great time time with this series and I'm having a great time with this book. I feel like my thoughts and opinions on certain characters have changed in this book. I really loved Adam in the first book. I don't really love Adam right now. I don't dislike him, I just don't love him as much as I did, and I don't think that I want him and Blue to be together. Obviously I've not read this series before, so I don't know who's with who, but yeah, no, I just don't really vibe with him anymore. This book is kind of very centered around Ronan, and I find that quite interesting, and there's a few things going on that I don't know how it's gonna end up. I can't predict the ending, honestly, but I'm just having a really good time reading it. Like, there's not a huge amount I can say, living just for like the found family elements and the like friendship group, and yeah, that's kind of all I have to say for right now. I'm gonna take a break from reading because my eyes are very, very sore, and I'm gonna like move around a little bit, make dinner, things like that, and then I'll hopefully finish this book this evening because I've literally got like 125 pages left, so yeah, should be possible. But yeah, that is my update for right now, besties. Hi besties. Okay, I need to make this update really, really quick because I need to go into town right now and get my sister a birthday gift, and then we're going to the circus for her birthday this evening. So I need to do all of that in the next hour, so I really need to go quickly because I don't even know what I'm going to buy her yet, so we'll have to see. But I had to come on here because I've just finished The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, and I love this book so much. I think I'm going to give this book like a 3.75 or a 4. I might round it up to 4 on Goodreads, but I think in reality it is more of a 3.75. I think it was slightly unnecessarily long and like not a huge amount happened in it, and I feel like also some parts of it, like I didn't really know what was going on. Like it was just kind of like jumping a lot, and also like towards the end things got like very far-fetched. And I know this is a fantasy book, so I'm not saying it's realistic, but like it has to have some semblance of realism because this is set in like the real world, just like with like magic and energy and psychics and stuff. But like what happened in the end with Kavinsky and Ronan, what was that? Like literally, what was that? That being said, I did really love this book and I'm really liking this series. The way that it ended is very intriguing, because I was kind of considering taking a break before going on to the third book, but the way that it ended, especially the epilogue, I was kind of like, okay, actually I really do want to see how this book continues on and how it ends. I think in the next book we're going to see a little bit of progression on some romances, I think, potentially in this series, which is very exciting. We have kind of the start of a romance between honestly every member in the friend group. We kind of have 2 couples in the 4-person friend group, so very excited to see how that progresses. Ronan Lynch is very interesting as a character. His powers are very interesting, his story is very interesting, his family is very interesting. Kind of very excited to see more about him. I think the Dreamer trilogy, which is a spin-off, is about Ronan. I had no idea about that, but my friend Stephanie from Stephanie's Lowerlin, this is her favorite series, and obviously like I was texting her that I was reading it and she told me that, so that does make me more intrigued to read his series. But yeah, honestly loved this book. Can't say a huge amount about it because obviously I don't want to spoil anything, but I think, yeah, the relationships shifted a little bit. Who I was shipping Blue with in the first book, I'm definitely not shipping in the second book. Honestly didn't love Adam's character in this book, to be quite honest with you. I did tell Steph that and she said that he does redeem himself and that she loves him, so I feel like maybe he will get better in the next books. Maybe we just had to hate him a little while to kind of ship Blue with Gansey. If that's even the couple, I really don't know. But yeah, I really liked this book. Loving the magic, loving 300 Foxway. All of Blue's family are fucking iconic, like I love them so much. And I'm really glad that I read this. I literally read this book so quickly, but honestly, like I started on page 88 yesterday and now I'm finished, so I feel like that's a slay. But also I'm kind of like, my eyes are tired from just reading physically for so long. As I said, I was considering taking a little break in between books 2 and 3 and like reading something else, but also at the same time, like I do want to finish this series, and I've never really read a series back to back like I've been reading this one, and I do want to continue with that. And also I want to finish this vlog because it's been going on for so long, and I kind of want to have all 4 books in this vlog. So I think I'm just gonna honestly just continue straight into the third book, which is Blue Lily Lily Blue. This book is a bit shorter, it's 381 pages and the last one was like 450, I think, so that's honestly quite considerable difference. I'm excited to read this, no idea what it's going to be about, very excited to get into it. I'm not going to read it right now though because, as I said, I do have to go. I'm going to bring it with me, but honestly I don't really see myself reading anything until I get home this evening. But yeah, this is the fit, some black jeans and my Converse. But yeah, I'm gonna go right now and I'll get back to you later. Okay, it is now Thursday, it's the next day. I've started Blue Lily Lily Blue this morning and already I'm loving it so much. Like, I am so into it. It seems to be going really, really fast. Like, I feel like I'm reading through this a lot faster than I was reading through the second one. Maybe the second one was just not that good. I'm already on page 62. I think I'm going to read until like page 100 and then I'm going to try do some things for the day because I've not done anything except sit outside and read today. But yeah, it's literally such a warm day outside. It feels like summer is here right now and I'm so happy about it because I love summer and I love the warm weather so much. So I've literally been sitting outside on my egg chair and reading my book all morning and it's been so much fun. I had planned on getting my nails done today but nowhere was available. I was gonna honestly just walk in but then I decided to ring them just in case and they all said they were booked up, which seems a bit odd because it's just like a random Thursday afternoon. Like, so yeah, I don't think I'll get to get my nails done today, but it doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to sit outside and read for a little while more, read to page 100, and then I might come in, I might cut some watermelon because I did get a watermelon and it just feels so summery. Honestly, I just want to read as much of this as I possibly can today and then try to just finish this entire series this weekend. That would be so slay because I feel like this vlog has been going on forever and now that we have some warm weather, I want to be reading some like beachy summery romances, you know, even though I am absolutely loving this. But yeah, I am very excited to continue and I'll keep you guys updated. Hi besties. Okay, it is time for a reading update. But yeah, so since I spoke to you last, I did manage to finish Blue Lily Lily Blue, which is the third book in the Raven cycle. I actually really liked this one. I think it was my favorite out of them all so far. I gave it a 4 stars. I know I gave the first one a 4.5, but I think that this one was my favorite. It took me so long to read and they're all taking me so long to read that I just can't give them a 5-star because they're clearly not like hooking me to the extent that I want to keep reading like every single day and can just like read a lot of it in one go. That could be a me thing, but it also could be a book thing. I really don't know. This one was my favorite so far. What I will say about Maggie Stiefvater's writing is that the endings are always just batshit crazy and I don't really enjoy that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like everything is realistic. Well, realistic, like there's magic and stuff, so it's not like real, but like everything seems believable until we get to like the ending and then like everything just seems to be happening everywhere. There's also like a random character in every book so far that's like the bad character and then it just doesn't seem real. It just, I don't know how to describe it. It just seems a little bit random and also like they seem like this big villain throughout the whole book and you're thinking like, wow, this is like literally the biggest villain ever, and then they like end up becoming nothing and like they get defeated like so easily and it's like, okay, I get that, but also like struggle a little bit first. Like, I know that sounds awful, but at the same time like make it believable. Like, if you're saying like this is like the biggest fucking like criminal, bad man, killer, whatever, why did he just give up? Like, why did he literally just give up and just be like, yeah, you know what, actually I'm done with this? That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. And then the last like few chapters I was like, okay, I don't even know what's happening here. It just seemed ridiculous. And the same thing happened in the second book where everything just became like crazy. Like, I don't know, I just didn't really enjoy the ending, but the rest of the book was really good. This one did have like a slight sadder element to it. Like, we actually did lose a couple of characters in this book. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not because I'm obviously not going to tell you who died, but we did lose a couple of characters. I don't want to say I enjoyed that because I did love those characters, but at the same time, like, make it realistic. Like, this is the third book in like this fantasy series with high-ish stakes. Obviously something is going to have to happen at some stage and obviously not everybody is going to be fine, and I feel like that made it just so much more believable and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, this has been my favorite in the series so far. I think the second one has been my least favorite. I just think it was way too long. Also, this book was a much better length. It was like 360 pages, I think. Perfect length for that book. The first two, stupidly long, no need for that. So yeah, I have now read 3 out of 4 of the Raven Cycle books, and though I do have the 4th one here, I don't know if I can read it right now. Like, I genuinely don't know if I can read it right now. I feel bad about this because I really wanted to succeed in this challenge and I still do. There's still a part of me that's like finish this book before you finish the vlog, but also I feel like it's just gonna put me in a reading slump, and that was never the point of this video. I mean, I've already failed on the 24-hour readathon aspect of this video. So I think I'm just gonna honestly call it quits and not read the 4th book in the series in this vlog. I just don't want to read it right now. It's summer, it's really warm outside. I want to be reading some rom-coms, and also like this series I feel like I've been just reading for forever. Like it has literally taken me so long, because I remembered why I don't read series back to back, because I literally can't read the same like world and the same characters for like an extended period of time. And like I know I've read 3 books, but honestly it just feels like I've just read one book that's like this length, because I read them all back to back, and I feel like I just don't do that, and it's just, I don't know, it's not usually what I do. So yeah, I think I'm going to honestly not read the 4th book right now, because I don't want to, and I do want to have this vlog up because it's actively been going on like nearly a month, which is actually ridiculous. So yeah, I did kind of fail this challenge, but also like not really, because I did read 3 books and I really enjoyed them. Like I would recommend this series. I do really like this series. It's a fun YA found family series, and I will definitely be reading this book probably quite soon as well, so you will see this in an upcoming vlog, I'm sure, because I do want to know how it ends. I want to know how the prophecy works out. I want to know like who ends up with who, and I feel like I'm gonna love this book, because all of the things that like I'm waiting for from these 3 has to happen in this one. So I know I'm gonna love it, but I just can't bring myself to read the 4th one right now. Yeah, this challenge was kind of a success but kind of a fail. Like I did read 3 out of 4. I'm really happy with that. I never read series back to back, so honestly to read 3 out of 4 books in a series in like one go is very out of character for me, and I'm really happy with that. So my final rating on the books that I've read are 4, 3.5 and 4.5. That's my current rating right now. I have yet to decide on the Raven King, but I will give you an update in a vlog when I read that one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. I don't know if I'm going to be attempting to read another series in a vlog anytime soon, because I just realized that I just really don't like reading series back to back like that. Like I just really don't enjoy it. So unless you can think of like a series that I will absolutely like speed my way through and like have no problem reading back to back, I don't know if I'm going to be attempting this challenge again for a while. But do leave down in the comments any other themed vlogs or any other kind of challenge videos that you would like to see me do, or any other videos you would like to see me do in general. I would be glad to do them. It is coming into summer right now, so I just always read a lot in summer, and I just can't wait to do like lots of like summery vlogs and beachy vlogs and just like reading summery books. Also, if you have any like summer book recommendations, please leave them down in the comments, because I love them and I just want to read all of the summer books. Yeah, so that is kind of it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did watch to the end, comment the bird emoji, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.